All right, today we're back and we have this little air compressor here. It's just a little 3-gallon Craftsman, 1.5 horsepower, 125 max PSI. It's basically the same exact motor that's on my larger air compressor. So I woke up yesterday morning and my girlfriend said, "There's something sitting outside your door to your shop." Well, this was it. So at first I had no idea where it came from. There was no note or nothing. I had her take a picture, post on Facebook. Here, someone dropped it off. They said they tried working on it. It's blowing oil everywhere. And they said if I want to junk it, I can junk it. If I can fix it, I can keep it. So I figured we'll just check it out. The first thing I did notice is that the air breather's busted off. So since I have the same air compressor motor on my other air compressor, I have pieces for it. So we can replace that. I did notice, I don't know if you can see that, it appears to be overfilled with oil because he said it was spitting out oil everywhere. So we're going to drain the oil. We're going to remove this. We're actually going to remove this cover because I looked down in there and there is dirt in there. I would like to clean that out the best I can. But we'll check it all over. I'd like to have a running air compressor by the time I'm done. The thing that's nice about these is that, okay, I do small engine repair. There's people that are like, "Hey, can you come and pick up my mower?" Well, a lot of the times the tires are flat. These are real nice to fill up at your house, just take with you. And usually one of these full would be enough to get a riding mower back on its wheels again, we should say. So I'd like to get this running. So we're going to drain the oil and we'll dig into it some more. This will probably make a mess, but we're going to try to not make a mess. We don't know how that goes. But it just seems like this guy has an awful lot of oil in this thing. And it doesn't even look like the right kind of oil. It almost looks like he used motor oil. I could be wrong, though. But according to the sight glass, he was definitely over full on that. Oh, nice, and it balances itself. How handy is that? Alright, so now we are going to take these 4 screws out and then take this cover off. We'll look in there. And I did notice that these screws are not very tight to begin with. So who knows, maybe he was in here already. But and if you look in here, it's real sludgy. Like, I think he did use the wrong oil in this. But all the gaskets appear to be in really good shape, so that's good. Everything seems to rotate pretty smooth, though. I mean, it still feels like it has compression, which is good. You can actually hear the air. So we're gonna get all this cleaned up, put it back together. All right, so we got the inside of this all cleaned up. We got this cover all cleaned up, nice and neat on the inside. So we're gonna go ahead and put this back together. Just make sure that everything sits in the channels where it's supposed to. All you do is set it on. Now we're going to put our sight glass back in. Make sure that you have your little gasket on there. And if this works, I'd like to get the rest of it cleaned up pretty nice. It wouldn't take much to clean this up, really. And that's it. You only want to snug it. There's not a whole lot of pressure going on in here. Now we're going to add the oil to it. I have good luck with the Cobalt synthetic air compressor oil. So what we're going to do is fill it up to that red dot. They had it filled up pretty far, but we're not going to do that. They were also saying that there's something wrong with the pipe on this side. I don't know. I'd have to look into it. Maybe it's not tight enough. Maybe it just needs a new line. So we have that up to that dot. We're going to put the new breather on. And also, this also has a O-ring on it. As you can see, this is bent up pretty good. So we're just gonna leave that off for now. Clean the Teflon out of it. So we're at 0 PSI right now. As soon as I plugged it in, it started right up, but I do hear a hissing somewhere. So we'll get more pressure in it and see where that's coming from. All right, so no joke, this thing built pressure in probably a minute. I don't even think it took a full minute. So we are losing pressure somewhere. It's slowly coming down. I don't know if you can see that. And I feel air right around in here. So what we'll probably do is, I gotta go to work soon, but I'm thinking about taking this off and re-Teflon everything, re-tighten everything up. But yeah, you can see it's dropping pressure. But I mean, so far so good. So we'll get the leak taken care of, wherever that might be. And then we'll see if we have a good running machine. Okay, so what I ended up doing was I ended up taking the whole regulator, everything apart. I took everything off on this, and I ended up going over all the connections with Teflon tape, and I also took apart the regulator completely and just cleaned everything up, because I was getting little air leaks here and there, and I think I got everything resolved. So we'll fire it up, let it build pressure, and then listen to if there's anything leaking. I just blew a fuse. I'll be right back. And there you go. It seemed to build up pressure just fine. And I hear nothing leaking. In my last portion of the video that I did, I ended up getting it to build up to pressure. At least I think. It's been a while since I reviewed it. But anyway, let it build up to pressure, and then there was a leak that developed. I ended up fixing that leak, and it leaked somewhere else. So I just took the whole damn thing apart, cleaned everything up, and put it back together. And there we go. Someone dropped this off. They were throwing it away, and other than a small leak here and there, there's nothing wrong with this. So free air compressor for me. It just proves that a lot of the stuff that people throw away are not junk. So if you have any questions about it, leave it down in the comments. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe, and thanks for watching.